going to talk about your investors' need. You might not chance that put together are the lifeblood of your organization. Then you need to consistently attract top talent. Some will argue with about top talent, but the reality is, not to cause any drama, you need to consistently attract people that have exceptional skill to create that first point is your value. If you're complacent and say, oh, now we're 5 years old, or we're 10 years old, but people have got the skills to also help you. So you need to consistently double up on that in terms of your talent you're going to attract. The next question we want to talk about is cost effectiveness. And I want to talk about cost effectiveness with some level of caution. It is not because you want to achieve cost effectiveness that then you pinch yourself and peel yourself. But the back of your mind is your ability to tighten the valve. It's your ability to ensure that you can be able to manage your costs. Managing costs doesn't mean you should not create your value, but you should understand effectiveness. All right? It doesn't mean you shouldn't do what you're supposed to do, but effectiveness is very key. All right? You must define what you represent. And you don't have to wait to do something grandiose. It is what you represent as an organization. And it starts from the individuals in the organization, your brand. You can then layer it in whatever you want to do through the different channels that we have. But your brand is very important. That speaks volume. People understand the fact that this is my brand. And as individuals, that comes very, very important as well. So you must understand as an organization, as an SME, there's certain things you represent. And good enough today, there are quite a number of ways you can do that. There are quite a number of people that can help you define basic logo, basic values, and things you represent. And you want to have those things in the mind of your customers. As our colleagues will also say, you want to maintain, top-of-mind awareness, as small as it can be. You need to be mindful of it and understand the fact that there are different ways you can put that. It's very important. You also need to understand that opportunities you've attracted, they help you to identify different opportunities. And you must learn to take measured risk. Because diversification is very key. And it won't happen overnight, but you must identify those opportunities because you want to sustain that business. You just don't want to be a short business that will be for 2 years and, will go. I'm not saying there won't be challenges. There will be challenges, don't get me wrong, because the company I gave to you, I've had different organizations before they got to where they got to. And that's why, talking about resilience is a different kettle of fish. Resilience is very key, particularly running business in the kind of environment. And I'm not painting a picture that is utopian and say there won't be challenges. There will be challenges. But it's the sort of way you've approached it that would help you understand the fact that I can manage my resilience and identify opportunities. I was speaking to someone a couple of days ago, and I was asking him that, look, the level of Indians coming to Nigeria today, I'm worried, and what's happening? And he says not only Indians, Chinese too are coming to this country. And what he was telling me is, for those Indians I'm seeing and those Chinese I'm seeing, they are not willing to go in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. They are ready to be here. The typical thing we say on the streets, we'll die here. And I'm serious. We will die here. And I'm asking myself, I was born in this country. I've identified a few opportunities. I have an SME that is also going on the side, beside my regular 8 to 5. But the question is, these guys that are coming from outside the country are seeing quite a number of things that we're not seeing. All right? So for me as well, would I here? Yes, would I here? Because there are opportunities. And ability to also see it is very important. And I will also put a disclaimer also. I'm not saying these things happen overnight, but our ability to see it is very, very important. And then the last thing is solution planning. Solution planning is a big word. But the simple thing is that you must plan for people to also come true. I was listening to Dr. Kali Ikpe. Kali Ikpe is the MD of Inside Communications or Inside Group. He's worked in that organization for 26 years. He just became a board member just, I think, last year or so. So if the owner, has not sort of put that in place, where would Dr. Kalikwe be today? So it's not necessarily that it must be family, but you must create that structure that would help you to have people to come in as time goes on. So it's also important that for you to sustain your business, there has to be succession planning to ensure things are fine. All right? Okay. So the last thing on my slide, you can say it, but I just like to reiterate. For those that don't like Richard Branson, I'm sorry. It's just look at the messenger, not the messenger. Take care of your employees and they will take care of your business. I used to work on an organization before. It is happy customers, happy bank. If you take care of your people, they will take care of your business. I know people have different idiosyncrasies, but it's our ability to be able to manage people to ensure that we have that commitment, that loyalty that will help to ensure the business grow. But you must do something. You must lead by examples. Because as a leader too, we've got our peculiarity, but our ability to be able to take care of these people, our ability to show that leadership and leave those examples is one key element for people to understand the fact that I can support this organization, I can give my life to this organization and add value and can also one day go and grow my business. Thank you very much for your time. I hope I've been able to communicate and not speak to myself. All right. Thank you very much.
We can do better than that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I take no blames for anything that goes wrong here today. I'll always look for somebody to blame. So see that guy with the blonde hair? It is his fault. Whatever it is that happened. His name is Hassan, by the way. His fault, clearly. So the names they gave me earlier was not to win anything yet. So typically what we do is when we go somewhere and the people that come early, we find different ways to reward them because we also want to encourage a culture of keeping to time. And as a people, we are not very good at that, which is why when the trumpet sounds, plenty of you will be shocked that they had closed the gate. Then you now start going there to argue. Peter Cassini, I gave this person this, I gave this your story. Just turn and go to hellfire. That said, part of rewarding people that come early, we have what we call a pitchathon, which is that these people get to have first tips at presenting their business ideas, maybe like to a panel at the back. And what that panel does is that they will now select 5 people that will pitch to you, you guys. And every single person that presents today, including Trisha, will now serve as a judge for that pitching thing. And the winner gets, I don't know if I should say this money, I should just allow you, but I need to say the money so that those that came late will know. So the winner gets 150,000 naira. Second, should I go give that woman something for clapping first for me? This one here, that's how you know people that will make heaven. No, patience, not give her, not my person. You go be like bribe. Give her. Give her. So the second person gets 125,000, 100,000, 75,000, and 50,000. So just for coming early, they get to do this. So I'm going to call the names again. See the guy with the blonde hair and my colleague, Ochenemi, sitting at the back there. You'll go and meet them. Then they'll sort out how this whole process will go. Then when the time comes for the pitch, we'll introduce that aspect of the pitch. So let me just call the name sharply. Oh my God, you can go. Oh my God. At the back there. Paul Ojo. Paul? Yes, please. Joseph Jalfu. Anybody that's not here, I'll replace the person sharply. Oh shit, you're here. Yeah, damn it. This thing paid me die. I'll say say no go there here. Just go to the back. The guy with the blonde hair and the lady at the back. Dollar. It's just dollar at the road. DOLA. What's your name? What does it mean? Why are you ashamed of the full meaning? Okay, just wrote it as per pounds and dollar. Oh, nice. Makes sense. Mohammed. If I try to pronounce his name, I'll murder it, but let me try. Aha. So let it be you that you have the disgrace.
Which one? Murtala Salam. Murtala Salam.
Well, that's Murtala. So people like this, it's possible that they could have made first class, but the writing will now make them get past. Murtala Salam. Is he here? That's your name? How about Allah? Where they shout Muhammad since? You listen to the prophet that they talk about. To the back, please. Thank you. Salama Hassana. Salama Hassana. Okay, there she is. Oluwa Sheyi Michael. Oluwa Sheyi Michael. Hopefully not here. Amen. Prince Oyibo. Listen, I just we did. Like I fade living here. Humotorung Umbali. She's not here? Oh, yeah. Please just see them at the back. And Sophia Damfuyan. Damfulan. Sophia. Sophia is, okay, there you go. Okay, so, isn't that are we ready for my clue hunt? Huh? I should continue talking. Okay, so, as part of engagement, are they all, did I call anyone that doesn't understand what's going on? So those people get to pitch. But of course, we have plenty prizes. So also, I know that a lot of you will be like, okay, why didn't we get the opportunity to ask the last speaker questions? We're going to have a Q&A session towards the end of the session. So everybody that presents will present and go. But at the end, we'll have opportunity for you guys to ask questions. We're also going to have Trisha present. And after she does her presentation, there's something that she typically does where all of you get immersed in thoughts can be put into practice. Then you guys will decide on your own how that goes. By the way, I have good news and I have bad news. So Trisha missed her flight, but she's coming by road from Abuja, so hopefully she gets here before we get to that point. People like you cannot keep secrets. Yeah, who asked you? So if you just allow, see how shocked this auntie was. Like, huh? So why did I come? Type of look. Let's do it. Now they are leaving me stranded here. Okay, so I'm not typically a comedian. I leave all that to Senator Funnybone and the rest of them because they get paid to do it. But since we have time, let me just try and see if I can make people laugh. If peradventure I do not make you laugh, has nothing to do with me. Your business problems are more than the jokes. So, during the Nigerian Civil War, a Hausa man, a Yoruba man, and an Igbo man were in a boat being driven by an Urobo man. Urobo because I am Urobo. So, in trying to escape from the war, they realized that the boats could only carry one person. So it could only carry 3 people, including the driver. So one person has to go. So the Urobo guy, being a sharp guy, and he has to be on the boat, has to bounce one person. First question he asked to the Yoruba man: when was the Nigerian Civil War fought? The man thought and said, okay, between 1967 and 1970. Correct. Okay, you can stay in the boat. moves to the Igbo man and says, to the Hausa man and says, how many people died in this war? Hausa man now says, about 1 million. But the man now knows that if he doesn't ask this question and the person fails, that means he's the one leaving the boat. He now turns and looks at the Igbo man. Name them. I should take this comedy work more seriously. I even made you laugh. Clap for me, clap for me, clap for me, clap for me. Okay. Are we good? All right, so I'm going to run through a couple of clues and just to test and see how well you guys know your environment when you're coming in, what you took in, what you saw, what you noticed. And of course, at the end of every clue, whoever gets to the place where the clue is wins something. There's always a reward at the end of the clue. I'm not going to explain anything. I'll just put it on the screen. You read it. If you like, you move. If you like, you don't move. Remember, that's how they miss heaven. Can I move on? Have we read this one? Has it? See, I told you that we should have written it in Hausa. Okay, are we done? Can I move on? Okay. Second clue. Oh, well, for the purpose of today, Jochi is obeying. But all the same. Did I move on? Just people are falling my hand. This is the first state that we are going to, where people did not stand up and go to look for it. Yes. You want to wait for the 3? Okay, sorry. When I go there, when I go Jones. The last one. Okay. The last one. They give me that. What is that? Now keep it. No, keep the t-shirts. You keep the t-shirt and whatever they give you. No, leave the t-shirt. I know that I didn't put t-shirt there. So you see, when we speak about missing heaven, this is a practical example. But the thing I like about Jos is the people that didn't even get anything are happier than the people that got. See them coming back and smiling. They're not even upset. Like you walk all the way there, waste energy, come back, you're happy. That's nice. I would have been frowning. I have to walk all the way. Madam, no gift again, come sit down. Nothing there, nothing. Come. Madam, yes, come sit down. Nothing there. There's nothing else. Sit down. What did I miss? Okay. All right, so more of why we came here and more of education, adult education, and more of trying to make you guys better SMEs. The next person I'm going to introduce is my colleague Shegun. He's a gift giver. So I'm sure he will come and start trying to give you good gifts. Note that half of it is to bribe you people. So, but we'll just indulge him. So please join me as I welcome to the stage Oluwasegun Daudu. He's our manager for SME marketing. Thank you very much. Clap for Shegun, clap for Shegun, clap for Shegun. Thank you.
As I listen to you now, I pass the other way. Abes, a round of applause for my naughty brother. You can do better, unless it's joke. Does the joke make sense? If you don't say it makes sense, I better clap for him once. If you do it twice, I go change figure. Okay, good day, Jos. I think it has been a fantastic day. The weather, at least, is fantastic. The way it's going is like we are not going back to Lagos. We'll continue here. Yeah? I heard somebody said that we should stay here. Okay, 9Mobile is going to stay here. We're already here. We are here for Jos. We are here for Nigeria. A round of applause for yourself again. If you are a business person and you have been thinking of how to expand your business, can I see your hands up? Okay. If you are a fashion designer and you think that fashion designer is just limited to cut and sew in a loan, let me see your answer. Okay, you have the idea, you have different opinion about fashion designer. Don't mind me, I just mentioned fashion designer. There are so many other things. Okay, my talk is not going to be long, but I need you to pay that attention. We are going to rub mine, then we will arrive at a particular destination. For the first set of people that arrived early, I think the first 8 or 7, I have your number. If the number that you indicated are not 9Mobile, I'm sorry, I might not be able to help you. I'm giving out 2 GB of data each if you have 9Mobile and your number is there. Okay, but if your number is not 9Mobile, sorry, the number you indicated. Then the second part is, if you are here and you came along with young entrepreneur, I think I counted about 4 or 5. What I mean by 9Mobile, the way we do things is different from other. Indirectly, people that do things in the other way, they say they are abnormal. Either you can say that we are abnormal because we value the young entrepreneurs. You know, if you have idea who we are referring to as young entrepreneur, let me see your hands up. That is raise the hand first. Okay, who are the young entrepreneurs? The lady watching cartoon. A round of applause for her. Okay, for you getting the clue, I'm going to give you something. Do you have 9Mobile line? You say no. Okay, she forward. You want this to go down on her behalf? That's serious. Okay, I'll give you a diary for her. A diary for her because she understood who are the young entrepreneurs, the future of tomorrow. Nigeria Future SME. Okay, if you are here today and you came with your baby, I know that it's not easy to do the business and also have the young people looking after them. Okay, she's the one. Please, a round of applause for her. So we are going to accommodate you. I have a gift for you. How little it is, just manage it. Please, somebody, if you are here with baby, you can just signify. Let somebody take your name. Take your name. You have a gift from all.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Hello, thank you. Okay. How do you expand your Ozu? Everybody try to make ends meet. The business is like a propeller. If it's not well structured, if you are the first speaker, if you pick 1 or 2 things from what he said, he mentioned a couple of things that you need to do. Can anybody help me with one thing that you learned from the last speaker? If you have it. That guy. This side, that lady. That's all. I need just 2 so that I will not be biased. Can you say, what did you learn? Louder. I learned that. Just one thing. He said you have to motivate your employee. I don't need to talk much about it. That word motivation is key. You can't just come to the office or talk to them anyhow. You will demoralize them. Second one, you have to diversify. you have to diversify. If you recall, he talked about structure. A business without a structure is nothing. You just keep working and nothing will come out of it. Okay, for the two of them that they listen very well, I have 2 power banks to give out. Power bank for each one of them. Now, please pay attention. Every step is opportunity. Come on. Today, you're a businessman or woman. To expand your business, it takes a lot of things. That's why I put the first one there. Expanding a small business requires what? Careful planning, resource allocation, and strategic decision making. Let me break it down because somebody said that too much English. Okay, you cannot just start today and say, when you put a car in gear 1 and you accelerate, you quickly want to get to gear 6. It's not possible. You can't move from gear 1 to 6. You have to do it gradually. When you move from gear 1, you will press the accelerator a bit, then you change to 2. Don't mind me. The days of automatic, even the automatic car, there's no way you press it that you get to 6 immediately. It will change gradually. Otherwise, you damage your gearbox. The same thing applies to business. If you don't have a structure like it's said, you don't have a proper planning, there's no way you can expand your business. I will talk more about this. If you don't have a firm decision, you don't have a strategy, you don't know the target market, because you cannot be selling potato and you are looking for somebody that want to eat bread. I said that you need to define what you want to do, how do you want to run the business. And for you that is currently in business, it requires you to do some things before you can scale up to the next level, which I would mention in the next slide. There are a couple of things that you need to do. Let's start with the first 5. Then we talk about the next 6 and close it with the last 3. That's why I want you to pay attention. Number 1, you are currently in business and you want to scale up. Let's see, this is Christmas time now. Everybody wants to buy and sell. Even if you still say economy hard, economy hard, economy hard. Money is still in the market now. Money must exchange hands. Business has to go on. And if you want to scale up, what you just need to do, number 1, you need to first evaluate your current situation. Today, you are making 1 naira. You have 2 staff. How are they doing that? And you want to grow to the level where there's no way you can know the amount that you need to inject to make that 10 naira. If I'm saying something nice, just let me see your hands up. Okay. Thank you. At times you can act like a pastor and make the scene say, just preach, preacher. You get it? If you know that's the vibe you are throwing it, okay, listen, go on, pastor. But today we are talking business. Okay. So when you have the understanding of your current situation of the business, that's when you can now look at, I want to expand this business. Who are your business? How much you ingested? How many staff you have? How many do you need to have so that you can scale up? Then you understand the other people in the market that are doing the same business. What are the other things that they've added to their business to make it grow bigger than your home currently? Because you are looking at them as a benchmark. That is the understanding of people that are doing similar business with you. If you don't know your competition, who they are, what they do differently, there's no way you can grow. You can't scale up. My neighbor, both of us, we do this thing together. But how come they do? I don't buy 2 cars. And I mean, I never even buy one. I see the rent. Now, what they take go out. But when you understand something that is doing differently, and the number of customers that's coming in because of that, then you know what and what that you need to put in for you to double your hustle. Scale up. Number 3, business plan. Business plan. Business plan is easy. Okay, I'm making 1,000 naira today. My target is 1 million naira in 6 months. In 6 months, how am I going to do it to start making 1 million naira? You now look at it in such a way that, okay, do I need to take a loan? If I'm taking a loan, what are the things I'm going to invest that same loan that you're collecting? Yeah? What are the things that I am going to invest on? Then, how long will it take me to start making the profit? We call it margin. Profit. How long? You know that when you invest, let's say you invest 1,000 naira into the business today, you can't expect to make that same 1,000 naira the next month. Because when you calculate how much you invested, the cost of transportation, the resources that you put in, at the end of the month, you find out that out of the 1,000 naira, it's only 500 naira that came back. It's not that you are running at a loss. Yeah? There is something we call return rates, where you know that after 3 months or after 2 months, I will start making profit. Because at that time, everything that I've injected into the business will start coming back. Then I will have more customer. Because when you try to scale up, you are thinking about, today I have 2 customers and want to increase my customer to 10. So the amount you are making with 2 customers is different from what you are going to make with 10 customers. You put so many things in it. The business plan involves so many things. You understand your target market. You know who you are talking to. You know how much campaign that you need to talk about. You know whether I should go on radio or I should start printing flyer for that kind of business. Or you want to do social media campaign, or how do you go about it? On the social media part, the next speaker is going to delve more into that. So you will know what and what to do when you get to communication. Business plan is a key thing. If you have a structure, don't just rush into it. Because my neighbor is doing it, let me just get the money and start tomorrow. If you collect 1 million naira loan today, if you don't have a plan, you waste that money and you not get a return. At the end of the day, you will tell them, say, at the old bank, and my neighbor, they do this thing that I just have to follow. Okay. The next one, financial planning. I think I talked about it during the business plan. I made that example, financial planning. You know how much it costs you to do X, how much is it going to cost you to do Y, because we are scaling up. The money you are collecting, wherever you are getting the money that you want to inject into your business, you must have a structure. The business plan I talked about earlier captures what he said earlier, the first speaker. Organization structure is part of the business plan. How many stars do I want to get in? It's part of the business plan. Your target market is part of the business plan. How much you want to invest is part of your business plan. Did you get it? Am I making sense? Okay. The last part. Are you ready to do the business? Operation-wise. The people that you want to employ to push the business for you, do you think that they have the capacity, the capability to do what you wanted? Not that, I want you to go to one market to go and do, to sell there. And they will just get to one place. They will just sit in one bar and just say that, okay, it's almost 5. Or God will not say we don't come out today. Are they the kind of people that you want to put in your business to expand? It's very difficult. So you need to have that operational readiness. You plan everything. You've done all your business case. You understand that, this is the amount I want to put. And you want to hit the market. you have to have the right set of people that will do that. I think it's time for commercial break. If you have been getting something from what I said, let me see your answer. Okay, this level, let's see how active, how smart my just people are. If you get something, let me see your hand from what I put on the stage. It is time for commercial break. Just people are following my hand. If you get what is on the stage, you know I said that every step is opportunity. Just walk out if you get what is on stage. I have 2 more minutes to get out of here. Your next customer might be sitting down here. Networking. Your final product might be the raw material of another customer. Networking. Don't be like somebody that you just be going when you enter a place, you frown that the level here is different. Networking. A businessman, for that matter, small business owners, they are the most friendly people. Oh. Those big boys, they already made the money. But the small business owner, now they do grand old pass. Networking is key. Financial management, I said it earlier. When you make the money, whatever amount you made, if you don't have a proper planning of how you are going to spend it, how much you go to staff, pay salary, how much should I put in back, how much should go to transportation, how much do I need to spend on communication, advertisement. If you don't have that management side, you will kill the business very fast. To expand is not easy, but it takes a careful planning. Adapt and evolve. As a business, small business owner, you must be able to adapt to any situation. When a customer comes to your office and starts shouting that this you did not do it, don't rake back. Just calm down. I can remember when I first joined Telco. I was in call center that time. When they call, somebody will call and say, it's not your papa, your this. I say, yes, sir. That's why we just cost my papa at the end of the day. Sorry, what are you still saying? Say, it will still raise another cost. I can be there for 30 minutes. But at the end of the day, it's my task to make that customer happy. Because if that customer leave that network, we lost one customer. And through that particular customer, I'm going to lose money in another one. And if I lost the second one, I'm going to lose money in the other one. At the end of the day, are we going to still be in business? You should be able to adapt. Today, we shout, economy is tough. If economy is tough, does it mean that we are still not going to do business? Business must continue because survivor. And from the key word that the first person that spoke here said, for this economy to grow, it's in the hand of the small business owner. Do you know how many SME we have in Nigeria? Over 50 million. So do you want to tell me that you cannot make it through them? It takes a proper planning. Proper planning. Understand where you want to pitch your tent. You know the target market and you know the strategy you want to approach. For every quarter, plan. This month, I didn't make enough like what I was supposed to make. But what is my strategy for next month? I have a different plan. It's not easy to scale up. But when you're up there, you look back and keep smiling. The last part says, patience and persistence. I'm going to read you. Building a passion-based business takes an effort, stay committed, and persistence. If you don't have that patience, you will lose all your customers. You will not be in business tomorrow. You must keep that, okay, keep enduring. I have to do this. This thing, somebody make money from it. Definitely, my own is not different. I can still do the same thing. Let's move to the next one. This is the last step. The last step, there's something that is unique. You cannot build a brand. You cannot scale up without an identity. If you go to Instagram and you want to buy something and you just see one funny name, will you continue? Or somebody is talking about and say you cannot directly pinpoint the location or that person that say, he's just saying that one place in Jos. You say, okay, where is the location in Jos? Say, okay, don't worry, I'm still in Jos. Will you pay? You put your money there? Brand identity. Brand identity comes in different. You must have something that's unique about your business, and you the owner. When people see it here and they see it the other way around. If you see Mercedes-Benz logo today, and somebody do something like a prototype that is not exactly a Mercedes-Benz, and they are calling it, will you say, yes, it's exactly a Mercedes? The brand identity, anywhere you see, you must see that this is Mercedes-Benz. Look at 9Mobile logo today. If you see 9Mobile and somebody put 9Mobile with a black color, or let me say somebody put 9Mobile with a red color, will you say that you see 9Mobile? Even if they are saying that this is our product, you will still doubt it first. That 9Mobile. You can talk about identity. You must be unique. Be distinct. Let people know that this is what you do. Don't be selling, you are selling shoe and bag. Then next thing, you get, have identity. Let people know what your products like. Even there are many, but they are related. If you want to sell food, have another identity. Let them know that it's very important. I don't want to take more time. Marketing and promotion is getting to the real thing. You cannot do all those groundwork, do everything, everything, and you now keep your products under the table. That they will come now, they know me. How do you know that they know you? Huh? Are you doing magic? Even those that did magic self, at times they will still come back and put disclaimer. No, this is not to be. You get it? Marketing and promotion. The next speaker is going to talk more about it. I'm very sure of that. There are so many places where you can promote. There's something that we call BTL, below the line. Maybe you do flyer, and so when you say above the line, if you, as a business owner, to get to a particular level you scale up to, you can go on radio, you can go on TV, you can do all those commercial. Then there's social media, which is common to everybody now. Once you have data, you can do it. She will talk more about this. I'm not going to do much here. You will learn more from the next speaker. The last part, if you see the second and the last part, they're almost the same. You cannot have a business today and you said that you have identity. You are nowhere to be found online. What are you doing? You get more from the next speaker. Remember, turning your passion into business can be exciting. It's your passion. But require a solid business mindset. It's not that easy. You need to put things in perspective. Balancing your passion with practical business strategies will increase your chance of long-term success. If you don't have a strategy that is good for your business, that is fit for your business, you remember what I said earlier, you cannot grow. For 9Mobile, how do we come in as 9Mobile? Today, so many businesses today, we know that you have you have structures. Those that have structure, that have maybe a couple of staff, they spend a lot. If you remember, I mentioned something about financial management. How do you save costs? Cost is one of the problems of SME. And let's say you have 5. How many people have a business that have like about 3 or 5 staff working? If you have that, today you communicate with them. Maybe you buy them recharge card every month, and somebody is using MTN, another one is Etsy, another one is this 9Mobile. You know how much you spend. But how the 9Mobile comes in to help your business? Today, we can give you a package where anybody that you have as your employee as a business, you pay a subscription fee at the beginning of